What if you have a choice? What if there are so many things in your life that is rolling out, but you have a choice whether you want to participate in it or not? What if you built yourself back up and you start living the life that you want to, instead of following what is getting rolled out with everything that's coming through at the moment? What if this whole part of what we're living through right now is teaching you what side, where you want to go right now, showing you what we didn't know all that time? And look at the sun has come straight on me as soon as I started rolling this, and this is fabulous because it's strengthening me up while I'm talking to you. So what if that if you just surrender yourself into what you've always wanted to do in your life, but we've been stopped and blocked because of money? What if we created a world and a life for ourselves that we don't have to get all those things? We don't have to have the best of. What if you find your peace in your heart? Because that's ultimately what we're searching for. Isn't it that than this? When you find more peace in your heart, you don't have to look out externally for what we thought would make us happy. And yes, there is survival of the fittest, but it's not the strength. It's your strength with inside. You can be the weakest puppy in the pack, but it is actually the weakest one that has to fight against for survival. And that one is the strongest one that can survive. And I'm coming to you today. I know I said last week that watch out for the water, and I got so many requests of what about tank water? Still use filtered because they spray and it comes down. And I've witnessed myself, because I've tried to get a video up, but I'm having no luck. So I'm just going off the pack. This one, I'm not editing, it's just straight at, and look at the way the sun is coming at me. And what I've witnessed is all of a sudden, all these babies are coming in so much earlier. But the mothers are suffering as well. And I started sitting back thinking, okay, this is a twofold situation here. A, the babies are coming in early because they're needing to come through in this time. Two, that the parents' bodies cannot carry them. Have they been poisoned in a sense? When I looked at my own situation for my family and being non in the arm, what is the common denominator that is the same with the other woman that received this? And the only thing I can put it down to was the aerial sprays and our water. And in such a small vicinity, area, location, all of a sudden, there is bulk of high blood pressure, preeclampsia, just different things like this. But it's put in a situation that they have to do cesareans, and it's just all touch and go with how the mother's body. So that's only me. That's, it's my thoughts, but it makes sense because my last video I said watch the water. But how can they get to us? What is a common denominator that we are all doing? We drink. What if that was changed up. And I know in my location, they've enhanced and upgraded that water supply. It was announced. So what the hell have they put in there? What if you can help neutralize what they're doing to us? What if that is possible? Now, I've been listening to so many different doctors, scientists, you name it, out there. But one thing that came to mind was, what do they stop us to having and why? And what do they encourage us to have and why? Well, let's take a giant step back. They've stopped us. Stop smoking. It's bad for your health. It'll affect your lungs. And what they've told us, this is a respiratory illnesses that are going out there because of that thing that's flying around and is highly contagious. But they got to a point that they had to keep putting the price of those cigarettes up. They were taxing. It was, just the packaging on the box is pretty horrendous. But what I'm trying to say here, they really hammered hard. There was a certain amount of years, I remember, I'm going to say 5-6 years, and they have really targeted the smokers. And yes, I was a smoker many moons ago, but they really hammered that hard. Why? They've really been pushing us this fluoride in our water, this fluoride in our toothpaste, and drink plenty of water. Encouragement. So I'm going to bring both of them up and look at the opposite of what. So they've said this one can cause cancer, lung conditions, So let's flip it. What's the positive that this could be doing to us that we don't know because we've only been told the negative of it? Let's take the water. We've been told the fluoride is amazing for our teeth. For goodness sake. Well, that's a big business in itself if we get fillings. But it's such a big thing. The water. Drink plenty of water. It's really good for you. Okay, let's flip it over. What is the opposite? Okay, so let's go back to the nicotine. I have seen so many articles about nicotine is able to neutralize what is happening to us with the spike proteins and also this. Of course, they're going to promote it's going to be harmful this way, but let's flip it over. Remember, everything is the opposite. Nicotine gum. So easy. You don't have to pick up smoking. And I don't encourage it because it's not what they used to be. It's so much of the chemicals. Nicotine gum. What about the water? Now that I've gone from here and I've flipped it over, what have they put in there? What is the fluoride doing? And we all know it's calcifying. Or could it be calcifying? What if it's calcifying the pineal gland? Dumbing us down and creating more illness in our body. Did you know, and I have seen on the containers of fluoride, they're in these big barrels with a poison sticker on it. But we've been told it's safe and effective. What if in our water it is causing a reaction within our body? What if this side can help neutralize this? What if that it's possible? Now, another thing that I've witnessed, and I've personally witnessed, is hydrogen peroxide food grade, 35%. We started with 1 drop, 2 drops, 3 drops. Whoa, okay, something's happening. 4 drops, boom. In osmosis water or distilled water. And I can't tell you how many times that product is literally annihilated any form of that virus out there. I've witnessed it so many times. It's got to a point that, oh my gosh, that's huge, because I'm alternative and we try everything. But on an alternative side, I couldn't get over. A lot of the stuff wasn't really touching the sites. And I couldn't quite work that one out. What is this? Because I don't believe in a so-called virus. Bacteria, yes. Colloidal silver, love the stuff. I've seen massive help with that. There are so many herbs that we've worked with. But one thing I always see, boom, that food grade hydrogen peroxide kicks ass. And yeah, 4 drops in a nice glass of water. And you can take it 2 to 3 times a day in a 6 ounce to 8 ounce. But don't quote me, because that's what we've done and that's what we've noticed. I'm just sharing what my family has done. But not only that, somebody can be coughing, spluttering, just hacking cough, just miserable, can't get out of bed, just I can't move them. I give them 2, 3 glasses of this. Whoa, what a difference. It's like they're new. We give it again the next day. We've got a new person. It's like we've literally transformed them into this new, or the person that they were way beforehand, but better than what we started with. That's what we've noticed. And the glutathione, that was mind-boggling for me. That is another neutralizer of all this. And I've witnessed it for myself, and it literally blew me away. My daughter had it after the preeclampsia. And within, honest, she had tripled in size, and we put her on it. Within 1 week, boom, she literally went back to pre-pregnancy in her weight. She transformed, but not only did she, so did her baby. It was like a switch went on and the whole body realigned itself. But because of the preeclampsia, she had swollen, literally, she had a full round face, her body expanded. It was so scary watching that part. But each day I would massage her feet and massage to the point that my thumbs would go into her foot. And it was like moving sludge. I knew then we were in trouble with all the toxins and the way the body was doing its thing. And her liver and her kidney were all starting to show signs, massive signs of total distress. I put her on that. Within a week, the lot had gone completely. Did that not just neutralize? Did that not just clean up and clear up? Again, all from our own experience. So we're now working with the NAC for her. because NAC helps our body to make the glutathione in the body for the detoxing and clearing. But isn't that not, while it's doing the detoxing and clearing, isn't that not neutralizing the effects of what's being bombarded at us? Vitamin C is another one. And food grade bentonite clay. You can have 1/8 of a teaspoon in water, again distilled water, to bind all those toxins that the body's flushing, to clear out. Again, I've worked with that for years. What if what I'm saying can work? Give it a go. It's your choice. It was my choice to help my family. And this is what I've noticed. I'm no medical doctor. Go and get your advice from your doctor. I'm just sharing my own personal side of what I've witnessed. And by gosh, it's mind-blowing. So I pass this on to you, because share with me what you've been using. But we don't get sick. Ever since I've brought that into our family, another family member that came in as well, constantly used to get sick every month. So simple of what I used. And it was all them. And that person has commented to me now, they never get sick. They never get sick. So that person suffered all their life, being sick all the time, and no longer. Now, how good is that? Another person that is connected with our family, same scenario. Something simple. Eat good food, but be very careful on what you're drinking is another key. Because what if it's in the water? What if you take these small steps to protect yourself, and we can help neutralize? I have to look into the nicotine gum. That's something I haven't even tried, but I had heard. But it makes sense with the smoking. And what did they bring in? Because they really pushed really strong how dangerous this was. But they brought something else in, and it was the vaping. And if you've done your research on that, that's just a chemical that they are puffing, taking in, and doing massive damage, weakness, whatever to the lungs. I've witnessed it. I have witnessed friends and family that are on that. And I have begged them. One of them started spitting up blood. I said I'd rather you on cigarettes if that is what that vaping's done to you. So let's look at this side. So everything in your life, look at the opposite. If there is something that is causing you a weakness, flip it. Always flip everything to look at. But remember, you have a choice to enhance your well-being and your family. And yes, I have used it on the littlies around me to help. Because realistically, we are all in this together, supporting one another to get through this madness. And if it is directed at you, stand with your confidence, stand with a pure strength in your heart, because you can do this, because you have got it. I love you. Thank you for listening. Again, I am not a medical doctor. I am no professional. I am just telling you from my heart and sharing what we've done. Thank you. Bye for now.